another episode of Applicable Science Podcast. You know, what it do? I'm here with my co-hosts, Chauncey and Chris. What it do? But today, we're celebrating the new year, 2021.
2020 has definitely been a rough year
Right.
for all of us.
Right. I wish I had one of them little whistle things that beep, that point out. I would use it right now, but
not during the panoramic.
panoramic. I didn't know. To be honest, I didn't know what that joke was until somebody broke it down to me. When somebody put that in the text, I was like, oh, "You mean a pandemic?" No, they were very liberal by saying panoramic, and I didn't understand that joke at all.
Oh my god! But yes.
Getting back on topic, we have lost a lot of people this year. Just to name a few: Kobe Dean Bryant, my favorite basketball player, whoever, in my opinion, he convinced me to play basketball from the jump. So shout out to him. Black Panther,
Chadwick, yep.
That caught me off surprise. I'm not gonna lie to you, but John Lewis, if you know who he is,
right.
The civil rights leader. Any guys y'all want to mention?
I mean, go ahead, Amanda.
I was just gonna say, just anybody in your family, or that you guys know,
coronavirus, yes,
or just anybody who's been infected in general. Just like reflecting back on like what everyone's personally been through and like what the world has been through. There's just a lot to the Black Lives Matter movement, coronavirus, Kobe Bryant, Chadwick Boseman, just anything and everything. But then at the same time, even though 2020 has a lot of negatives, we also have to look at the positives that have come out this year, either personally or even globally as well.
Right. Like this. What you're listening to or what you're watching right now, Applicable Science Podcast, is something that has been in the making for almost a whole year now. You finally had the courage to do it in the middle of a pandemic and protests and everything going on in the world. It's something that we can look back on and say that it derived from quarantine and COVID-19, but we also kept our eyes on the street and make sure we were getting justices or protesting against injustice across the globe, and especially in our homeland, so our national land. So it's something that we can live on and think about from 2020. But in the year of review, this is what this episode is going to be about. Farewell and a hello to 2021 as well. So in you guys' eyes, or you all's eyes, how did this year turn out to you?
Okay, I'll go first, because I was actually, when I heard we were going to be doing this episode, I was like, what takeaways have I taken away from 2020? And what are some goals that I wanted to make for myself? So takeaways, I would say, even though this year has a lot of negatives, like I think personally myself, I've done a lot of growth and self-improvement. So we started this podcast. I started my own business. I actually got my first like real job.
Black business alert.
Yep. So then and then actually got, for the first time ever in college, I got all A's in one semester. Like A, for the grace of God. Yeah, I've done a lot of improvement that ways. And then just personally, one of the goals I made for myself was to be genuinely happy and work towards doing things that I enjoy for myself and only for myself. So I feel like throughout this year, I've set the goal early in January, and then it was kind of difficult during the pandemic, but I found multiple ways to improve myself and fulfill my goal in the end of it. So that was one improvement. So also just despite the pandemic, I still found ways to bring some good out of it, not only myself, but in others around me as well. And then in 2021, my goal is going to be just growth. So not only in my hair, because I'm chopping away at my hair, but then also just growth in myself and growing to be professionally growth in my professionalism and where I want to go professionally, and then just growth in myself as an individual and how I see my life projecting out and living through what I want to be and how I see my life going.
Me personally, 2020 is what it is in my opinion. I mean, things happen that were not part of the plan, but like I said, I'm spiritual and I feel like God does everything for a reason. So I don't complain about it. I just get through and move on. And 2021, the thing I'm gonna be more persistent about is being more consistent. Because I feel like I have the right intentions, I'm just not as consistent as I need to.
Fair enough. I was pretty much a combination of you both. I mean, 2020 was, it started off, I mean, the whole year just started off rough. I mean, I remember the day I found out Kobe died. I was in Hampton, Virginia, driving around in Big Shirley, driving around in Fort Monroe, that little retired military base. I was just driving, just cruising, just enjoying myself for the day. Then I got the text message from my other group of friends about Kobe passed away, and I was like, "This is a hoax. Why they keep doing this? Why Kobe?" And then Twitter started blowing up, CNN blew up, and it was like, "Oh my gosh!" And I was hoping that his daughter didn't die either. Then came out that his daughter and the rest of the other family members died. I mean, they're his family members, but another family died. And it was just a rough way to start off 2020. And then the proverbial Murphy's Law, what can go wrong will go wrong. And then everything went wrong. World shut down. Uh, people, black and brown people getting killed again unjustly amongst America, and is now getting more public views and perceptions. I mean, everything that you think probably be the worst, it pretty much happened. But at the same breath, I have to say that I did get closer with my family, um, my immediate family and extended family. My extended uncle, who is just my dad's best friend, but I call him my uncle because he raised me. He's been teaching me how to cook better since he's a chef. So he's been teaching me all the recipes and how to make good food. So I know how to survive and eat well while I'm an adult. Started a podcast with y'all. Actually, just trying to think outside of just being an engineer, just thinking about other stuff that I could probably tap into and use that type of mindset to accomplish. And then last but definitely not least, probably the most important is just getting right with God. I mean, going to church a lot more, praying, reading the Bible. It's just been a year of emotions. And for 2021, just extending that relationship with God, making sure that's more solid and more the focus point of anything above all else. And then wherever he plants my feet and he moves them, I'm just gonna let it happen like that. Simple enough.
So we say this to say, please don't wait till tomorrow to do things or say I want to love your parents, or I know you love your parents, but to say I love you and stuff like that, because you never know when their time is up. And we just want you to live your life, because at the end of the day we only got one shot, and wherever you make of it is going to happen, and the only one to blame is yourself. So we just don't want you to have a life full of regrets.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. Because that was one of the like takeaways I also took. Because I mean, obviously we know everyone only has one life and things happen, but at the same instance, like there's just been so many lives lost due to coronavirus, or I've seen young people taking their lives. I've seen young people getting into accidents that ended up not ended up fatal. It just lots of things that have happened and occurred due to things out of people's control. And with that, it's just like it just is even more prominent. Like take care of your loved ones, spend time with your loved ones, and make sure any issues that you have with people, like just still cut it, because at the end of the day, you might regret it in the end. So it's just like keep the positive energy, keep keep the good energy going, and always remember to like stay humble and remember who you are at the end of the day.
Keep hope alive.
So once again, just to wrap things up, we are continuing this podcast. I know we started during COVID, and a lot of people started podcasting during COVID. I'm not trying to throw any shade or anything. I'm just saying a lot of people did. But we are going to continue to post regardless. So if you like the videos, please stay with us and watch the channel grow, because you are the first ones to be a part of this, and we really appreciate y'all.
We're coming up with new segments. Well, we're brainstorming as we speak. Every day is a new idea, especially with Chauncey. It's a whole another idea every day. Get a phone call from him every other day. Talking about, let's do this. I'm like, all right, cool, let's do it. So be on the lookout for other segments on our YouTube channel, and we're gonna keep doing this podcast as well. So it'll be a whole network.
And stay in tune for the next coming months, not January, but February and March, because we are doing Black History Month. So we're gonna we'll bring out another video for that. But I just want to let you know we'll do Black History Month. We're going to do Women's Month, and we're going to do I think what was the other month we were going to do?
That still be decided.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna be, and we want to incorporate and highlight all people in some fashion. So we just want to highlight just our viewers and our culture along with everybody else's culture as well.
Right.
So on that note, Happy New Year's, and we'll see you in 2020.
Happy New Year!